health bars in Monster Hunter is diabolical.
Oh my god, Becky, you play Tokenin?
You should be banned forever for it.
I pray to God,
Yes, I use a health bar. Before you click off, I'm not arguing that Monster Hunter should have a health bar. I like vanilla Monster Hunter just the way it is. So here's why I defiled it. Monster Hunter is designed for the lack of a health bar. The monster tells you when it's about to die. Your palico tells you when the monster's about to die. And just in case you never got the memo, your least favorite NPC will also tell you. It has nothing to do with the game, actually. This sounds bizarre, but the reason I play the game with an overlay is it helps me focus. I shit you not, that's the reason. I don't even know how. I don't even know why. I just play objectively better when the monster has a health bar. In this video, I soul searched to figure out why this works so well. And I'm going to argue that it's okay to use a health bar, then tell you when it's not okay. Let's start with what made me interested in the first place. I was streaming a Monster Hunter World Challenge for weeks, and I had heard of the concept of people using an overlay. These hook into the game's memory and display information for the player. Just like you guys, I thought this was ridiculous. The game already tells you all of that, is what I said to myself. Out loud. In an empty room to absolutely nobody because I'm fucking crazy. Speaking of crazy, I also said, let's try it. The first health bar I used was Smart Hunter, and the first time I ever used it was on stream. My performance in the game went up instantly. The way that my challenge was set up, I'd spend the entire stream to take out one monster. In this stream, I cleared 5. Don Tifa was pissed beyond belief, man. I didn't know how this was gonna benefit me. I didn't even know how to use it, but I performed 5 times better, and I've consistently played way better ever since. Then I started playing Rise again, and it was reminded that the UI is really fucking bad. It makes sense for a Nintendo Switch, but it's too big for PC. Well, Smart Hunter isn't available for Rise, which leads us to what I use now. Hunter Pie is a very extensive overlay mod. It provides tons of information in a customizable and aesthetically pleasing way, and it even replaces the game's UI. I wish it drew my character's tits a little bigger. The app needs a lot of work if you ask me, but it's these extra tools that boost my focus. When I see a number go down on a monster's health bar, I become more conscious of my DPS. And once again, because I'm very crazy and I say all of my thoughts out loud, I ask myself, am I doing the amount of damage that I expect? If not, what am I not doing right now? Am I breaking the parts that I should be? How do I convince you to buy my $1 YouTube membership by clicking the join button below? All of these questions keep me in check. Without this health bar, my answer just defaults to yes on the first question. Am I doing the amount of damage I expect? Without a tool to hold me accountable, I'm just gonna assume it's another RNG randomness moment from the game. And if it is RNG, then I'll know because the overlay tells me that too. Monster Hunter is infamous for how much and simultaneously how little it gives the player to work with. This game's bipolar as fuck, dude. Think back to when you were first playing Monster Hunter. How many times did you ask a question and it turned out the answer was a mechanic the game told you nothing about? Well, this overlay answers a lot of questions that directly impact how you play the game. One thing I should add is I usually play these games single player nowadays. The only time I play online is with my stream chat. Yeah, I play single player like a girl boss. I don't have anyone in voice chat to remind me to check my privilege, but I do have this, which works just as well. All that aside, there's strategies that I can employ too. If I see my paralysis is about to proc, well, now I know I should prepare to do a big combo. In the rare instance I do play online, it helps me better support my team. If my demon powder or armor powder wears off, I notice it way sooner and can reapply it right away. If the monster is capturable, I can let my team know immediately instead of waiting for it to limp. It may not be vanilla. It may not be what the developers intended, but honestly, who cares what the developers of the game want? I'm gonna be honest in this video like I am in all my other videos. You're a loser if you actually give a shit about that. I purchased this game, and I intend to have fun with it however I see fit. And my definition of fun isn't cheating, it's giant, big, fat fucking, well, you get the picture. Hojos. Hojos make me act up. Jokes aside, I think more people need to take up this attitude. People think that modding games is wrong because it's not the way it's meant to be played. But that doesn't make any sense because I paid $60 to $70 for this game. I better be able to do whatever the fuck I want. Don't ask me how much I've spent on Fall Guys. That's classified information. This game is fun. Monster Hunter, not Fall Guys. But if you can change the game to make it more fun and it doesn't harm anyone else, wouldn't you do the same thing? Why wouldn't you try to get the most out of the money that you've spent? Some people also argue that health bars are cheating, but I disagree with that. I'm killing the monster faster, but it's through legitimate means. I could theoretically perform the exact same way without the health bar. I'm only more deadly because I'm more efficient, and isn't that what everyone else is striving for anyways? This overlay only reads memory. It does not rewrite it, and even if it did, MT Framework and RE Engine is built to correct it. There's checks and balances built into Monster Hunter. You can't spawn an item that's theoretically impossible to have, not without going out of your way to bypass it, which you're only going to bypass it if cheating is your goal. There's also a section of the Monster Hunter fanbase that's just straight up terrified of mods. Bro, I can't find a nice way to say this. Imagine being scared of lines of code. It's interesting the difference in mentality between the Monster Hunter fanbase and the DMC fanbase. Both are skill-based action games, but you get a wildly different response from each one when it comes to modding. If you tell a Monster Hunter player that you have a few quality of life mods turned on, they immediately start shrieking like a banshee. But when you tell a DMC player that you play vanilla DMC 5, they look at you like you're a complete fucking idiot. DMC veterans crave new challenges and mechanics that improve the gameplay, but Monster Hunter veterans will look down on you just for having better input detection. It doesn't have to be this way. You know how everyone groans when a Dual Blaze joins the lobby because everyone knows they're gonna cart right away? Well, maybe all they need is a more detailed stamina bar, and then they'll stop carting. You know how longswords always go after the head? Well, maybe if they were reminded of all the other parts that they could break, they'd go after those more often. By shaming people for using an overlay, you're jeopardizing your hunts. I don't think Monster Hunter veterans realize how mutually beneficial an overlay can be for everyone, even if you're not using one. So next time you see a YouTuber or even a good buddy using a health bar, don't get pissy about it. You should probably thank them for having a little bit of humility, because the worst teammate you could possibly have is the guy who's garbage and walks around like their shit don't stink. Psst, I'm talking about Charge Blade players. Overlays are okay to use in every circumstance, except speedrunning. I'm just barely a Monster Hunter speedrunner, but I want to throw my afro into this ring too. I don't think health bars are cheating, but I do think everyone should be on equal footing. When you're speedrunning a game, it's not crazy to expect that you know things off the top of your head. You've already played the game thousands of times, you've fought the same monsters thousands of times, you've used the same combos thousands of times. Those numbers should already be up here, buddy. Yeah, Monster Hunter is the land of RNGesus, but for the most part, you can still predict when your victory will happen. I don't mind the use of a health bar while you're practicing a speedrun, but submitted runs to the community leaderboards should always lack the health bar, and I'm very proud of the speedrunning community for already having this rule in place. Knowing the exact numbers is an unfair advantage against console players who are also speedrunning the game, and that's where I draw the line. And also where this video ends. I'm Rainin Noodles, and if you've never seen one of my videos before, then I'm the cringiest Capcom fiend on the planet, and if you thought I was funny, then check out my live streams. It's every Monday to Friday from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. and guess what? I'm doing members only streams here on YouTube every Saturday. You can get access to those by clicking the join button and signing up for my $1 ramen tier. You get early access to videos, exclusive videos, priority reply and comments, and loads of other stuff. And it'll only cost you a bowl of ramen every month. That's why it's called the ramen tier. If you get udon, you get a shout out in every video, just like these guys, which by the way, huge motherfucking upsto! Troha, Vassal Illich Shite, I don't know. I'm not gonna try that one, man. Gordiano and Warlord 12. Thank you so much for subscribing to the Udon, man. Are you jealous of those guys? Well, those are my followies. What's a followy? It's like a groupie following a rock star, except like over YouTube and stuff. If you want to be a followy, then why don't you help out Chun-Li by taking out that subscribe button, man? Let all your anger out. Kill that fucker. Might as well kill that join button too. Leave no witnesses. Jokes aside, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm off to go goon before I grind on the next video. See ya, perverts.